Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a reader, and a healer on the twin flame path myself, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey. I believe that if you have found this video and this channel, you've been guided to do so. If you love the content, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the tribe. Make sure that you tap into your intuition. Make sure that you are following your internal guidance. It's really important. And every thumbs up to the video is so valuable. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into the reading. Welcome to your Twin Flame Torrent message. These messages, if you're new to this channel, are highly channeled. There's no specific structure. I get as many messages that come in as come in, so there could be messages for one set of people or a bunch of sets of people in here, and I'll pick up different energies, and you can have more than one message and more than one energy, if that makes sense. So if you resonate with the first energy that comes out, like on a subsequent energy that comes out during this reading, you could have messages there too. It's just going to depend. I do try to put markers in at the end that kind of show the energy. Sometimes I do initials, sometimes I do songs. I could pull tarot, I could pull oracle cards, whatever. I'll do something that will help you tapping into your intuition, that will help you discover if this message really was indeed for you. Some people are really tapped in and you just know anyway. Some people are newer at that, so that's to help you along. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, protectors, thank you for being with me here today and always. I so appreciate your presence in my life. Help me be a clear and accurate channel for all messages that come out for the watchers of this video. Grounding. And what grounding means is that any negative or extra energy flows out. My intention is that it flows out and downward and into the earth. And then I'm renewed by positive energy. Okay. Protecting. Archangel Michael, surround me with your protection as I surround myself with the bubble of white light protection. Okay, let's get some Palo Santo. And clear the energy in this space. You know, there's all kinds of energies around, and you only want positive energies when you start a reading. So this helps ensure that you don't have any negative stuff hanging around from something else. We all have positive and negative in our life, you know, and around us. We're a balance. No one is all positive or all negative. Some people skew more one way than the other, right? But there are no absolutes. Get all my cards over here. Some for me, some for you, and we're good. Okay, so let's see what energy. I'm really being called to the good tarot. So let's see what the first energy that comes out is. Spirit, tell me about this first energy for the Twin Flame Collective watching this reading. Tell me this first energy. You know, before I start, I watch readings on all kinds of different channels, and I research information on twin flames on the net and other places with other people. So I see all kinds of stuff out there. So I ran across something yesterday that blew my mind. And it was a thread talking about how YouTube tarot readers are fake. And you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But this person's reasoning was that they didn't have enough experience and they weren't a good shuffler. And I was thinking, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I'm not particularly, I don't bridge or anything like that. A lot of tarot readers won't do fancy shuffling because they don't want to ruin their cards. Yeah, it's such a silly way to measure someone's connection to spirit. So I just thought I'd mention that. No, I'm not the best shuffler in the world, and it's not about that. I don't actually have to shuffle the cards. I can literally pick up the cards, stand them, and then choose cards according to what spirit wants me to pick. I like the shuffle, and a lot of people like the sound of shuffling. But I just was, oh my gosh, people are crazy. It's so interesting what people will nitpick when it's not even something they do themselves. So, and you know, everyone's got their different way of reading. I'm not gonna slam some reader because they fan or they shuffle differently, or their order is different, or the way, whether they take reversals or not. I mean, there's so many different ways that people do things. There's intricacies to tarot and reading oracle cards. And it's not about your specifics. It's about the messages that you get as a result of what you do. It's not how you do it. It's the result. And so, you know, I know my messages that come through are genuine and divine. And I just gets me a 10 of earth. Oh my god, 7 of water. See, I'm going to take all 4 of these cards. Sometimes I'll just take the top one. But I hear things, I see things, and then I do what I do according to what I hear and see. So don't let different styles of readers throw you off. If you don't resonate, just find a different reader. I mean, a lot of people won't resonate with me. That's okay. I'm not for them. You know, we're all here to do our best to get good messages out. And, you know, most of it, I guess if you have like a lot of followers and, you know, you do extended readings or something, you make money off of YouTube. I don't make a dime. You know, I do private readings sometimes and I'm compensated for that. But other than that, like, all of my free stuff is free. I'm not doing it to get something from you. But to each his own. It's just a little message out there for someone. Like, don't be so worried about how someone gets to the result they get. If the result resonates with you, if the message resonates with you, that's the important part. Okay, so we got the 10 of earth, the 7 of water, justice, and 8 of fire, which is wands reversed. So cups, earth, cups, and wands, and justice. So we're missing swords. So that might be kind of a little message in its own. And justice is our major arcana here. So that's kind of the constant in the reading is this. Hold on, let me get some water. It's also not about how many years you've been doing it. I haven't been doing it as long as a lot of people. But I am guided to do it. And I picked up one card today and just one day, and I knew I could do it. I was very blocked a lot of my life. So it's not about longevity, loves, and it's not about technique. It's about connection. Okay. 9 of air is the overall energy. So these cards, the Good Tarot, and I like that they named it the Good Tarot, because this deck is really overwhelmingly positive to me, just in general. The images, like the swords here, and we have swords as the overall energy. We don't have it down on the table, but we do have it here. So actually we have all 4 signs in justice here. So there's something about balance. But like the 9 of air, the 9 of swords, look at that card. Swords are usually depicted as pointy, you know, sharp. And instead there are these beautiful white birds in this image. So this kind of reminds me of like After Tarot. There's the book called After Tarot, which is kind of like what happens next. And so in the traditional Nine of Swords, it's about like worry and anxiety and stress. And so this is our person that was stressed and worried and in a lot of anxiety, but the divine is taking that away with these white birds here. Instead of anxiety, it's mental clarity. It's like the next step. What happens after all that anxiety? Spirit intervenes, and then you have mental clarity. And look at this person spreading their wings so serenely. It's a beautiful energy. So it's like I was in a state of worry. I was in a state of anxiety, maybe even depression. But look, it's being lifted. So the overall energy for this message is anxiety being lifted. And then since we do have all four elements here, there's something about coming into balance. And then look how she looks balanced. She looks like she's balancing on a rock there. Something. She looks as if she's balancing on a little precipice. Okay. What am I going to clarify with? I'm going to use the Tarot of Dreams. It's looking at me. Okay. Clarify the Ten of Earth here. I don't want to talk more about these until I get a clarifying card. Clarify the Ten of Earth, the Ten of Pentacles. I just really love this good tarot. Beautiful deck. You know what? I'm feeling called to tell you again. This was a gift by Lorena Shaw. So Lorena, again, for this good tarot deck, thank you so much. I love it when people send decks. It's like the greatest little gift. It's fun. Thank you. And I use them. You know, they add to the channel. Oh, my phone is ringing. Hold on, let me do something with that. Okay. Looks like a telemarketer. They can call back later, and I cannot answer later. Okay. The world is clarifying the Ten of Earth. Let's clarify the Seven of Water, or the Seven of Cups. Clarifying the Seven of Cups. Okay, we've got two. We've got the Three of Cups and the Strength. And then what's clarifying justice? It's clarifying justice. Clarifying justice. Spirit, help me clarify justice. Help me, oh, there it is. The Emperor. And then the Eight of Wands reversed. Eight of Fire reversed. Clarify that for me, please. Help me understand. For this energy, Palace of Wands. So another Wands card. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords here. So both at the bottom of the deck are swords. So we've got Nine of Swords or Knight of Air and King of Swords. Check this out. We've got Earth in this option and a major arcana of the world. And then we've got Cups and Cups and a major arcana Strength. We got Justice and the Emperor. There's so much major arcana here, and every column only has its own suit. We got Wands, Wands, Air, Air. This is interesting. I like symmetry. I'm an artist. I'm a jewelry designer. You know, I I'm very right brain, but I'm also really balanced in my left brain. So I like things like symmetry and order and things like that too. I like it when things balance. Very cool. Okay, so let's read it. So for the 10 of Pentacles and the World, completion, completion. So there's someone that there's a major cycle in their life completing for, or in their, I'm going to say in their twin flame journey that's completing, and it's really bringing in this peace with this 9 of Air and King of Swords, real clarity. I feel like it's a divine masculine that we're talking about here. So this is about a divine masculine, okay? I'm just getting that overall vibe here. There's a divine masculine that has completed a major cycle in their journey with 10 of Earth. They're really, really balanced out and stable now. It's almost giving me like a King of Pentacles feel here with this 10 of Earth. And the World here, really balanced. We've got all 4 of our elements around the World here with the Fool in the middle. Balanced in order to start a new cycle, take that leap of faith for a new cycle. Really clear about it, really ready to communicate. This is someone that had communication issues and it's no longer going to be an issue. This person's ready to talk. The King of Swords is not silent. King of Cups can be silent. King of Swords speaks his mind and speaks his truth, and he's fair. There's so much balance in this reading. The 7 of Water. Now this is a masculine who's had a lot of options, but I think that that was hidden behind a third-party situation. We see the 3 of Cups here. And there was a third-party situation in this previous cycle for this masculine that kind of, the glitz and the glam of that is, so you see the Mardi Gras stuff here? Like the masks and the beads, you know, they're fake. Mardi Gras beads are always plastic. I mean, they're pretty, but they're plastic. They're not real. You know, and the peacock feathers, I feel like there was a third-party situation that was all that glitters. You know, it was glittery, but under the surface there was nothing of value, and that was kind of hiding the masculine's happy and real options in life. So now the masculine is seeing that there's all these beautiful options for them in their future because they've taken care of this third-party situation that it just wasn't real. And it's taken a lot of strength, but this masculine has the strength to break the chains from that situation, that third-party situation. Now I really see, if you see the masculine with the divine feminine behind him with her third eye open, she's standing behind him, and she's been standing behind him all alone, along with just quiet strength. See how she's not talking. She's back there just with quiet strength behind the masculine here, and now he's feeling fierce. You know, he's feeling protective of his connection. He's feeling protective of the feminine, of himself, and he is, see the fire is kind of melting these chains away that this third party situation kind of had him wrapped up in. And now he can see all these beautiful options for his future now. And I'm not talking about options in people, I'm just talking about options for life. He's very clear and can see things, all that good positive options for his life clearly now. It's the masks have fallen away. There's no more chains binding him up, or fake things. He can see what's real now, is what I'm saying. He has the strength to see what's real now. You know, the divine has brought that in for him. And, you know, by divine, you could say God, you could say spirit, you could say universe, you could say whatever term resonates for your soul, right? Justice. There's justice here. So justice only shows up in a reading when there's been some kind of injustice. And with this justice card, we've got the sword in one hand, and it's illuminated, pointed down. So not in, not raised up, not ready for war. It's like holding my ground, kind of a feeling, and balancing the scales. Like the scales are balancing out. There's really no need to fight anymore about this. Justice is here. You know, the masculine is now in Emperor energy, and I don't see that as a good, you know, controlling our energy. I see that as in the energy of choosing his battles, choosing his directions. He's standing strong in his choices now. And it's interesting here, we've got clarifying the Eight of Air, we've got the Palace of Wands, and look at this Emperor card. It almost looks like a Palace of Wands in here. Like he's presiding over his own home and his own heart now. He's not letting anyone else tell him what that needs to be. With the Eight of Wands in reverse and the Palace of Wands. You know, when we have the Eight of Wands upright, that can be about putting a lot of energy into something. Quick energy, quick movement. But I feel like maybe there was too much of that for a while. Maybe there was an overcorrection, and there's this feeling of steadiness. Because a home, you know, Palace of Wands, a home is a structure that it embodies foundation, steadiness, strength. And we have the Eight of Fire, you know, that can be about fast movement, quick energy. And it's like there's a balance here. You know, this masculine isn't feeling erratic anymore, is what I'm getting. There's no feeling of erraticness. This masculine feels stable in his passion now, which is great. You know, it could be that he really had a hard time controlling his passionate nature. And I feel like with this Palace of Wands, he's mastered that, you know, and coming out right next to the Emperor, I feel that too. King of Swords, the Queen of Coins. See, he knows who his feminine is now, this Queen of Pentacles. The stable one, she's the same person in this Ten of Earth card here. And we've got the Devil here. There was some kind of toxicity that was really, really holding him in place. But fate stepped in, the divine stepped in. Three of Coins. Now he's able to build a new foundation. Queen of Swords. So we've got our counterparts here. King of Swords and Queen of Swords. Both divine masculine and divine feminine being an energy where they're mature and ready to talk. All the blue there, that's all communication. That's all talking. And that's on top of a lot of stability here with the Queen of Coins and the Ten of Earth and the Three of Coins. This is all stability. Okay, let's get some things to talk about this here. 1 second. Let's figure out who we are reading for. I'm going to get the Kipper deck, I think. Hold on 1 second. That's not it. It's right here. All right. Tell me about who we're reading for. Tell me about who we're reading for. Give me a sign here about who this is. I feel like I'm going to get a couple of charms too, but I want this first. Tell me about who we're reading for. Who's this masculine? House? We had the palace in the reading. Could be something about a house here. A physical house, like a 3D house. That could have been an integral part of wrapping up a karmic cycle, something having to do with a house. Maybe he had bought a house with a karmic and had to sell that or something, or had to buy them out, or had to get them out, or had to leave it, something like that. What else do we get? Tell me about this masculine. Official person. So this masculine that we're talking about could hold some kind of an office. So they could be part of some kind of a club where they're an official person, like a president or secretary, or holding any kind of office. They also could be in the military. They also could be, they have some kind of ranking, okay? You could point to this person and say they have a rank, like they're a former lieutenant or current lieutenant, or they're a captain, or the leader of something, official person. They're a leader of some sort. And then we got bad health. So this masculine was having a health problem, and this could be physical health. It could have been from stress, from a karmic situation. It could have been a heart problem, I'm hearing. It could have been a mental health issue. Dealing with all this dark night of the soul can really bring about mental health issues. So these are several things that might help you determine if this is the masculine in your life, whether you're him or them, I should say, or whether you're the feminine attached to this masculine. Okay, let's get a couple of charms. Okay. Let's see what we get here. I'm so thirsty, hold on. Drinking like a camel. Any of these things. And remember, we're reading for a bunch of people. We're not reading for one person. So not all of the markers will resonate for you. Even if just one does, that's meant for you, okay? The other ones could be meant for someone else or other people. Okay, so there's two that are tied together here, which is always, so they didn't just come out together, but they're kind of stuck together. So there's the whale and the moon. So that could be significant in some way. What am I getting from that? I'm getting an ocean connection and a moon connection, and that they have something to do. So there's a divine couple here that we're talking about who definitely have a connection to the moon. They might do full moon rituals or something like that, and they definitely are very into the beach or the ocean. Maybe they grew up there, they live there, they love it there, something. Okay, so that's one. Someone here is very into fashion, and they're very unique in their style. But this pair of pants always tells me maybe they're a fashion designer, maybe they like to design clothing, maybe they're a stylist of some sort, maybe they're a personal shopper, something like that. But there's someone that's very into pinpoint unique clothing of some sort. There is a boxing glove here. Someone boxes. There's a drum here. Someone's a musician, possibly a drummer, but a musician is what I'm getting there. Someone loves dragons. There's a thing. The rabbit. So that always reminds me of the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. And you know how Alice followed the rabbit down the rabbit hole? So the White Rabbit always kind of symbolizes the masculine in the twin flame connection to me. And so if you make that same sort of connection, that's a marker for you. There's a crown here. Someone's last name could be King, or have someone, maybe they have a nickname that's like King something. They also could be in some way connected to royal lineage. And that doesn't have to be England, guys. There's royalty all over the world, right? Intuitive here, you know, of course a lot of us are very intuitive. I'm going to flip that, and we have Pisces. So someone could have a very high placement in Pisces in their chart. Doesn't have to be their sun. This little bird here, and it came out next to intuition, so there is definitely someone's intuition is blossoming. Is because it's a small bird. I'm getting like someone's getting clarity about their intuition just now, and that could be the masculine, it could be the feminine. Someone likes to do something with yarn, knit, macrame, something like that. Okay, so those are the markers I got for this pile. So let's go on to a new energy. Finally got smart and realized I could pick up the charm to the card. Just trying to get them with my fingernails. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do initials on this one. I'm not really called to it. I feel like that was what we needed. Okay. So, next energy. Hold on. I just need to shuffle these and put them away. I'm not feeling these this time. Okay, so the next energy, what do we want? I want these. Okay, I hardly ever bring these cards out. This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle, so I'm not even going with Tarot. I'm starting with Oracle. This was one of the first few Oracle decks that I got. I really, really like it. It was the first major Oracle deck that I got. But it doesn't see a lot of play these days. Resistance, discernment, and patience. And we've got fruition at the bottom. What are we going to clarify with? These are really beautiful cards. What are we going to clarify with? I'm clarifying with my Oracle deck. So this is the Red Empress Modern Love Oracle. Oh, by the way, I'm so glad I pulled this deck out. My decks are now available for sale on Make Playing Cards, which is the place that I use to make them. I will put the link in all the descriptions of my videos from now on. So if you want to buy either my Modern Love Oracle or my Modern Love Messages deck, which I'll probably use in a little bit here, you are welcome to do that. I tried to keep the price down as far as I could. The base price is a little pricey, I think, but since they're doing them on spec, they print them as people order them. That way I don't have to have a lot of inventory. It makes them a little bit more. I dropped something here. Advice. Okay, I'm seeing what's happening here. Discernment. Tell me about discernment. Fool's Gold, yeah. Tell me about patience. Tell me about patience. Align. Yeah. Okay. So the message I'm seeing here is super clear. There's someone in a twin flame connection that is incredibly resistant to the connection. They're incredibly resistant to the advice that they're receiving from spirit. So they're getting downloads, okay? And they're not listening to their messages. They may even be watching tarot readings and they're not listening to the advice. Someone is incredibly resistant to growth and change here. Look at this resistance card. Look at all these trees kind of growing out of this tight fist. It's like growth is going to happen no matter how hard you hold on to what's present. You have to let growth happen. You can't stop it, okay? But this person is resisting the change in their life. They're resisting their connection and just not wanting to take the advice that they're hearing from spirit. They're ignoring their intuition. With discernment here, they're really stuck in the 3D with this Fool's Gold card. This is surface beauty, fake, all that glitters. I really made this card to go with karmic individuals. You know, certain divine masculines are very wrapped up in a karmic individual because of how they look or the surface things about them. They may look like they have money, they may look like they have good looks or popularity or whatever the heck it is about this person that is so surface level, and it's fake. There's no gold underneath. It's just glitter on top. This person, I get it's a masculine, is very wrapped up in a karmic partner, and it's screwing with their discernment. It's clouding their vision. Absolutely clouding their vision. They're not being able to discern, and they're not listening to the messages. Look, the advice here is to have patience. This person will align eventually, but you have to keep your balance while they get in touch with spirit. And it says right here on bottom, in touch with spirit, and messages from spirit. This person will align eventually, but it's going to take patience. But if you can have this patience, there will be fruition, right? It will be fruitful, but you're going to have patience because this person is so resistant. Send this person, divine feminine, if this is you, send them nourishment, send them love and light. Don't be jealous of this fool's gold. Don't be jealous of that because it's not real. It's a distraction right now. You have to use your own will to keep in balance in the face of this situation. It's tough. Stay in your self-love, okay? Stay in your self-love. You know, there is a magnetic attraction between you and your twin flame, okay? Don't forget that. Just because they're distracted right now doesn't mean they always will be. Okay, there is a magnetic mutual attraction there, and there is a new beginning to be had if you want to have the patience. Again, live in gratitude for the day, live in gratitude for what you have right now, enjoy your life as it is, be grateful for what you have, and that's going to bring in your blessings. That one was a real quick message for someone out there dealing with karmic, who's just feeling the jealousy and feeling like, you know, this person is distracting with their temporary, you know, their surface gold. But, you know, those chocolate coins, you open that wrapper and you figure out it's just tinfoil. It's just true. And the chocolate's wax. It's not even good. Okay. Markers for that. I am going to do initials on this one. I'm filling that. And I'm also going to do some message cues. We're going to get some words here and we're going to put them together and see if they resonate with you in some way. We've got hand, we got love. Hand or love, love or hand. small your I don't feel like we need any more. What I get is love your small hands. That is so funny. What is that about? Don't let you be Trump. I'm sorry, I should have said that. Let's try and stay neutral in the face of my overwhelming lack of neutrality. Okay, for someone here, they have really small hands. Don't feel bad about that. I don't know what that's about. Someone here is going to be laughing. Most of us are going to be like, huh? But there's like one person that's going to be laughing about that. So that's for someone. Oh my gosh. I don't know what that's about. Okay, that's way enough. I didn't mean to get that many. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'll read them off in a second. Let me just get them flipped. There's a blank here. It's always interesting. I used to have only one of each letter in here, then I put the whole thing back in. Okay. We've got W, N, G. So I've got Gwen for one. Gowan might be another one. J, H, Z, S. Shy is another one, or Shay. X, this person is probably your ex. C, T, Connecticut. Someone lives in Connecticut. Someone might live in Alabama. Go to Q, A, B, S. Abs. Someone is doing an ab routine. That's funny. Goat. Someone likes goats. Or doesn't like goats like me. I'm afraid of goats. I know it's weird. Not really afraid of them. I just don't like them. Their eyes are sideways and weird. Boots. Someone likes boots. Definitely cat people here. There also might be people that are into acting. Maybe you're into theater of some sort, or we're in like school or something like that. I see seeing J again, like Jay. Katie is here for sure. Someone like Shaquille O'Neal. Maybe you even had a poster of him in your room or something. Someone likes Jay-Z. Someone likes Jay-Z like a lot. Someone here might have been female in the military. Someone's bedroom might be in a shabby chic style. I'm just trying to see everything I get. Hold on. Oh my God. The two blanks. Okay, don't be like, don't judge. Someone maybe like, there might be a man here who's infertile. I'm seeing shooting blanks. That's not a nice way to put it. but maybe you had someone had a vasectomy. Someone plays a saxophone. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for that. Initials, someone might be a W name, an N name, a Y name. There's a lot here, so I'm not going to take them as far that way. S for sure, J, A, Q, T, B, H, X, Z, C, and G. Okay. I think I was more looking what I was going to spell with those words or get from the letters. Okay, oh, I put them all in the wrong place. That's okay. No worries. All right. Next energy. Let's go on to a new energy. What do I want to use? Spirit, what do we want to use for the next energy? The cat tarot. Okay, we're using the cat tarot. Okay. What energy are we picking up for this next person or set of people? What energy are we picking up for this divine collective? 5 of Cups. Someone here may have an eating disorder or have been like eating a lot lately and regretting those choices and like looking at their choices and deciding to make a change. I'm getting from this 5 of Cups for sure. There's a calendar in the back. In May of this year, you may have made that change, decided to make that change, and you're on like some kind of a plan, an exercise plan, a healthy eating plan or something like that, and you're determined to change that. We have got the 9 of Swords. These cards sometimes are hard to interpret what it is, but I like them. So again, someone might have an orange cat. Keep seeing someone with an orange cat lately. Like a Morris cat. I don't know if you guys remember those commercials from the 70s. I know that dates me. But I think they were for Meow Mix. Cat food or something, and there was Morris the cat, and he was this fat orange cat, and he was so cute. My next door neighbor had a cat that looked just like him, so I always called the cat Morris. And it was like 3 or 4. Okay. Someone else must have a black cat. I had a black cat that looked just like that for a very long time. His name was Wally. He was adorable. I miss him. Okay, what else goes with this energy? With this 5 of Cups and this 9 of Swords, this anxiety. There's body image anxiety here is what I'm picking up on, guys. I got 5, 6, 7, 8 of Cups. Yeah. Walking away from that anxiety, which is awesome. Good for you. Making changes, healthy changes, but walking away from the anxiety, whether or not you make the changes, is the big thing. I know that's like always been a challenge for me. Strength. Standing on his little toy mouse. And the Emperor. I always think it's so funny, the cat with a cone on its neck is the Emperor. And the bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. There's a lot of Cups energy here. We got the 5, we got the 8, and we got the 6. And here's that orange cat again. I know this is the cat deck, but I'm like really seeing the orange cat and the black cat. Let's clarify. So clarify this 5 of Cups here. I'm already getting that it's like an image issue, right? A self-love, self-image issue that we're talking about in this one. And you know, there's all kinds of karmic lessons and karmic blocks and twin flame connections. It's not always a karmic partner or a runner chaser vibe. Sometimes it's like the way that we look at ourselves or the way that we love ourselves. Our worthiness is a huge part of this journey. You know, how we see our self-worth, and body image can be a big part of how we perceive our self-worth. Unfortunately, a lot of society is set up to look at it that way. Stripped bare, exposed, vulnerable, truth coming out. This person is really admitting the truth about how they feel about themselves in regards to their body image. I think they're very worried about being vulnerable and being seen. Fool's gold with the 9 of Swords. Okay, we're back to this message on the last one. This connects to the last energy. Okay, let me get it all out because I see what's happening here. Romantic, yeah, romantic encounter, trapped. One more. This may be even mirroring energy between a divine couple. Okay, this might be mirrored energy. It might not be just one person or the other, but I'm going to let you guys all take it as it resonates for you. Only you're going to know that. Trust. Okay. So this is like very clear message for someone, some divine couple. Okay, look. Here's the deal. Someone here definitely has some kind of a body image issue. They feel like they have not made very good choices, especially in regards to eating. So they may have gained weight or lost a lot of weight. Could be either way. I'm not going to assume either way. But they're not feeling good about their own self-image right now. They're very, very worried about what their partner will think. Their divine counterpart, if they come back into union, what they're going to think about their body. They're afraid to be vulnerable with them. They're afraid to expose themselves, basically. The truth about themselves coming out. You know, when you're clothed, you can hide a lot of your perceived imperfections. I was just having this conversation in my head yesterday. I don't want to get too personal into it, but there was a thing about this for me yesterday, where, you know, I'm going to an event with my mom, and, you know, she's 80. And she was worried about how her figure looks in her clothing, and she was, you know, asking me if she looked okay, if she was passable. And I remember thinking how when I was a kid, you know, she taught me how to hide all my imperfections with clothing, you know, because there were things that are not acceptable to people, and, you know, how to play them down or dress them down. And that's how I grew up thinking about myself, is like I have to hide everything that's not acceptable. And I'm still not there, but I am definitely coming to the place where I'm coming out of that. It's taken years and years and years. And there's this feeling of vulnerability with this person exposing themselves to their partner. They're worried about it. There's a lot of stress and anxiety about it with this 9 of Swords. It's like, and the Fool's gold, there might be a karmic partner in the picture that is more physically, societally acceptable. And it's really feeding into the anxiety for this person. With the 8 of Cups here, like this person is really trying to walk away from this self-limiting belief about themselves, that they are not good enough the way that they are. It's great to make healthy choices, and it's great to do the best things for yourself and to feel good and to look good, but it's not good to look at yourself as less than or not enough the way that you are. You look good and you feel good for yourself, not for someone else. not for someone else. You do it for your health, for your sense of accomplishment, but you don't do it to be acceptable to someone else. And so this person is really recognizing their self-limiting beliefs and trying to walk away from that, but this karmic situation feeds into it, and it's hard. It's not an easy challenge, okay? They are concerned, though, about romantic encounters that'll come up, central play. It's like, am I going to be acceptable to my twin flame counterpart? And this is really showing where some healing needs to happen, because your twin flame adores you, every inch of you, however you are. You're made that way. You're not going to disgust them or turn them off. It's taking a lot of strength for this person to come out of this pattern, this old way of thinking. They have felt a little stuck, trapped by their own body, by their own self-limiting beliefs about their body. But they are trying to get into Emperor energy and take control of their own life, take control of their own emotions, of their own balance out. Balance out how they feel about themselves, have the strength to get over this worry, this stress, walk away from this, these beliefs about self, these negative beliefs about self. And really get in control of emotions and get in control of making those healthier choices for self. There has to be a real level of trust here in the divine and in your counterpart. Surrender to this connection, and when you do, you're going to surrender this need for perfection, for physical perfection, okay? It's going to bring you confidence. If you read the words at the bottom of the card here, faith, surrender, following, and confidence. It's going to bring you confidence in yourself, having confidence in your twin flame, to be good with you, how you are. The Six of Cups here. Look, this is my twin flame card. This is here to remind us that, look, this is your twin flame. They're the person, they're the soul in all the universe cut out for you. They're not going to reject you based on something like a physical imperfection. Okay? I shouldn't even say imperfection. Something you see as a shortcoming. Okay. Let's get some markers for that one. That was a good one to come out. I'm glad that came out that way. It's a good thing to talk about. There's a lot of things in this journey that we don't talk about. And how we feel about how we look is a big one. It's really important. I'm going to do initials on that. I poured my initials into my... I have to separate them back out. I didn't mean to pour them in there. Got dirty, stop, lady, felt, black, later, heart. Okay, I'm gonna, maybe there's a reason I poured them in there, because I want to look at these words real quick. So look, lady, felt, black, dirty, just part, later, stop. There's a real feeling in these words of someone that felt not good enough, felt small. There's just real feeling of felt dirty, black, small. Here's white, black and white, two black and white, about your own image, body image issues, you know, parts of yourself that you feel like aren't acceptable. You've got to stop. You've got to stop looking at yourself like that. And it's a female, it's a feminine here. Or some of you are feminine. There could be a masculine out here having the same issues. I mean, masculines have issues too. You know, you've got to start... Here, I'm seeing liking yourself. You have to start letting yourself like yourself. I know it's hard here, but you have to let yourself feel held and seen. I saw new, young, now. Let yourself feel youthful. Let yourself feel new. Let yourself see yourself through fresh eyes is what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing man here too, ladies. So it's not just a lady. It could be a masculine. It could be a man or a woman. But you've got to stop seeing yourself in such a negative light. That's what I'm getting from this. It's interesting how that came out. Okay. So let's get some initials. Get these cleaned up. Okay, we've got G, we've got V, we've got Q, we've got O, we've got Y, we've got R. I'm seeing the word Roy, Koi, toy. Maybe someone has a toy poodle or a toy, itty bitty dog. I'm seeing Gavin. Cord, C-O-R-D. Someone might be a Drake fan, saying that. Someone might be LGBTQ, I'm seeing gay. D-R-T-Y again. And we had the cube come up. There's something about someone. Okay, separate message. Someone may have a mind that's just always in the gutter. And I mean in a funny way, not in a bad way, but someone may be just very dirty minded. Just gonna go with that. You ever owned a Dodge Dart? I'm seeing that for some reason. Like, I don't even know if that's a car anymore. Maybe it's a long time ago. Cody, I'm seeing the name Cody. Diane. Troy. Tracy. Tory. And maybe, okay, that's a party, right? That's a political party in England, Tories. There's Whigs and Tories. I don't know if that's current, because I don't keep up on politics in my own country, much less in anyone else's. But someone may be affiliated, or I don't know whether they're the conservatives or the liberals. But anyway, someone may be affiliated with that party in some way. I'm seeing cravings. Someone may be dealing back to the cat, making those different choices. Someone may be like dealing with cravings. And with the dirty one, someone may be dealing with cravings other than food. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Also, someone may have dogs or like dogs, not just cats here. I saw dogs in this pile. We saw the little toy dog breeds, like little breeds, but you might have a bigger one too. But I definitely saw dogs here. Okay, I think that's going to wrap up the Twin Flame Torrent today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Come back. I'll have another one in a couple of days. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the likes and the subscribes. I love that you're helping build this channel and are part of it here. Take care.